Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Reading against Crawley Town at the Select Car Leasing Stadium for this League One match. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and this is a crucial match for Crawley. They're currently 22nd in the League One table. That's second from bottom, and they have lost their last 5 matches in a row. Since Rob Elliott took over from Scott Lindsay, they haven't won a single game under his reign, and he is still looking for that elusive victory. As for Reading, their off-pitch saga regarding a takeover continues after Rob Couhig's takeover attempt failed to materialise. There's now been recent talks of a American Saudi investment firm taking over. As such, we will let you know of any details as time goes on. In fact, the Reading MP pleaded that a deal had to be sorted and soon. Currently in this part of Berkshire, it is a lovely sunny afternoon. There was a period of torrential rain earlier this morning, but that has now cleared up. And the players and match officials are now starting to walk out of the tunnel. Whilst they're doing all that, we can now go through the team, starting with Reading. We have David Busson in goal, number 1, then followed by number 4, Ben Elliott, number 5, Michael Craig, number 7, Harvey Nibbs, number 8, Charlie Savage, number 10, Sam Smith, number 24, Tyler Bindon, number 27, Amadou Salifin-Benge, and number 29, Lewis Wing, the captain, the last 2 players are number 30, Andre Garcia, and number 37, Adrian Akande. For Crawley, their players are as follows: number 1, Joe Wallacott in goal. Then we have number 24, Toby Mullicky, number 5, Charlie Barker, number 20, Joy Mukena, number 7, Harry Forster, number 23, Bradley Ibrahim, number 6, Max Anderson, number 19, Jeremy Kelly, number 18, Junior Quirtina, number 10, the captain, Ronan Darcy, and number 9, Will Swan. So the players now starting to take their places on the pitch. Reading are in a 4-3-3 formation, whilst Crawley are in a 3-4-2-1 formation. Adrian Akande takes the place of Kelvin. Kelvin Batjoamhan, who is suspended for 1 match after picking up a second yellow card in their last match against Rotherham United. Reading have only picked up 1 point so far in their travels on the road, but they have won 4 out of their last 5 fixtures at home. Crawley, they haven't won. Crawley's last win was away to Cambridge United on August the 17th. They won 1-0, if I remember. 1-0. I said 1-0. I think I'll just check that. I'll just check that. And yes, I'll just check that. Yes, it was a 1-0 win against Cambridge, but they have fallen a long way since then. Ruben Sellers has been praised over the past year and a bit for keeping the team together. Remember, they narrowly escaped relegation last season, and if things get sorted out soon, Reading could well be dark horses for a playoff position. And before we get underway, just got to read a comment from Media Radio Jingles and Gaming. Good afternoon, Nick and everyone. I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday lunchtime of sports. It'll be Crawley Town to kick us off, and they are wearing all red. Reading wearing their traditional blue and white hoop shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks. And we're underway at the Select Car Leasing Stadium between Reading and Crawley. Crawley are going from right to left, Reading from left to right, and with the ball was Charlie Barker. Barker concedes to Reading, and I think going after the ball for Reading, number 37, Akande. It's Akande, but he's held off by Barker after Akande just went inside the 18-yard box. Good early attack by Reading, and that has given the Royals a throw-in. And the throw-in has been taken. That was number 27, Mbenge. Mbenge to one of the defenders. I couldn't see who, but now it's been passed back to David Button. David Button, very experienced goalkeeper, 35 years old, and the ball is now with number 24, Tyler Bindon. It's Bindon to I think that was Smith. Reading now crossing the ball forwards to Akande. Akande trying to make sure it goes into the 18-yard box. It does, but deflected away by Joy Mukena. Reading are coming back for more, and it's now with Michael Craig. Craig to Akande. Akande passing to I think that's number 4. Yes, it is Ben Elliott. It's Elliott to back towards Bindon. Bindon up the wing to Sam Smith. Smith has passed to I couldn't see who, but Reading having more ball control, doing their best to keep Crawley at bay. It's now with Mbenge, and Mbenge crossing the ball towards the 18-yard box. Sam Smith just gets it outside. Smith to Akande, but deflected away by Harry Forster for a throw-in. 2 minutes in, it's Reading 0, Crawley 0. And we'll also be bringing you updates from the other current League One match that is playing. It's Wycombe Wanderers against Peterborough United. As Reading get ready to take the throw with Adrian Akande. So Akande throws towards the 18-yard box. Almost, I think that was Elliott who almost got it, but it's now been set back towards Akande. Akande holding off the advances of Darcy, but the ball was sent away by Joe Wollacott. Wollacott recently returned from international duty with Ghana. Mbenge to take the throw once more for the Royals. Waits for the right opportunity. He throws towards the goal area, but Crawley do well to keep it out. Trying to send it through to one of the forwards was Charlie Savage, but the ball has ended up at the feet of Toby Mullicky. And after 3.5 minutes, it still remains Reading 0, Crawley 0. And Ruben Salles directing his players from the touchline. And also equally just as animated is Rob Elliott. Although I think Rob Elliott's being more verbal than using body language. But anyway, Crawley halts yet another attempt by Reading. Wollacott has the ball in his hands. He's still inside the 18, and he kicks the ball out of the goal, but it's going to end up at the feet of Michael Craig. Craig does well to pass to Button. Given away to Crawley, with the slight dink of the ball was Max Anderson, but it's gone over the line for a Crawley throw. I think a Reading player might have gotten the last touch to it. The ball thrown to Bradley Ibrahim. Ibrahim passing all the way down to Joe Wallacott. Wallacott clears the ball. Ends up this time at the feet of number 19, and that is Jeremy Kelly. Jeremy Kelly, he scored in Crawley's last match against Shrewsbury Town. That ended in a 5-3 defeat for the Red Devils. Kelly still manages to hold on to the ball. Passes to Charlie Barker. Barker back towards Wallacott. And Wallacott once again passes to Barker. No other scores as of yet between Wickham and Peterborough. We'll let you know when there is one, as Harry Forster manages to pick up the ball. He passes swiftly to Jeremy Kelly. And now up the wing towards Barker. Now the ball being passed once again to Toby Mullicky. Mullicky down the wing to Harry Forster. Forster back towards Joy Mukaina. Mukaina passing it to Ibrahim. Ibrahim crossing the ball forward. Lovely forward cross to, I think that was, I couldn't see who. That might have been that might have been Armando. Yes, it was. Junior Cortina Armando. And that has given a corner to Crawley. So Reading Reading under threat for the first time in this match. Remember, they've won 4 out of their last 5 at home. Can they make it 5 out of 6 today? So Armando takes the corner, but well defended by Reading. Crawley still want that first goal though, and it's with Mukaina. Mukaina up the wing to, I couldn't see, that might have been Forster. Forster passes back down the wing towards Charlie Barker. Barker now to Forster. And a lovely tackle by Charlie Savage. Savage to Michael Craig. Down the wing back towards Savage. Savage can't hold on to the ball. Kelly tries to tackle. Reading still managed to hold on to it. Given away to Crawley. Savage tries to take it back for the Royals. Now it's with Adrian Akande. Saved by Wallacott. That looked like the first real attempt at goal in this game, and that would have almost been the first goal by Sam Smith. Reading should take heart from this. Free kick to Crawley. Taken really well. And the ball is now being played towards Max Anderson. Anderson in towards the 18-yard box. Headed out by Reading. Now it's back with Anderson. Anderson tried to find Forster, I think it was, but again the Reading defence coming into their own. But amazing attempt at goal by Sam Smith. Nice delivery by Akande, and Smith was in the right place. Savage did well to tackle, couldn't get to the ball, but Akande was there and waiting, and Smith just couldn't finish it off. So it's Cortina Armando for Crawley. Now the ball is almost taken by Andre Garcia. Now it's back with Crawley. Crawley have to find a way through. The ball is now with Joy Mukaina. Down the wing to Forster. Forster doing well to keep the defenders of Reading at bay. Up the wing to Charlie Barker. Barker passing just over the halfway line to Kelly. Kelly to, I think that might have been Bradley Ibrahim. Now Crawley trying to make. Now Crawley almost looked like they were going to have an attempt. Looked like almost they were going to have an attempt to goal by the captain Ronan Darcy. Well held by Reading. Kelly to Anderson. So it's Max Anderson with the ball for Crawley, but down he goes. That looked like a foul. Free kick to Crawley. I think Lewis Wing might have fouled him, but the free kick swiftly taken. So it's Ibrahim for Crawley down the wing to Joy McKenna. So it's McKenna with the ball for the Red Devils. And now up the wing to Barker. And still no goals between Wickham and Peterborough. We're 10 minutes in. It's still Reading 0, Crawley 0. As straight into the 18-yard box is Will Swan, deflected away by Button. And that was the first real attempt at goal for Crawley Town today. Will Swan was in the right place at the right time, and but that was a good deflection but that was a good tackle by Mbenga, and I think Cortina almost had the final touch. The final touch by Cortina would have resulted in the goal, but it hit the side netting. And now it seems that Reading have now got their backs up against the wall. They're conceding too many free kicks, in my opinion. And this will have given hope for Crawley, although I beg your pardon, it's actually a throw-in, not a free kick. Barker passing to number 20, passing to Ibrahim. Now back with Barker. Or should that be Mullicky? But it was actually Mullicky to Barker. Sent out a goal rapidly by Wallacott. And Crawley have 62% possession compared to Reading's 38. So it looks to me as though Crawley are the more aggressive side. Button to I think that was Ben Elliott. Elliott now crossing, looked like it was a downwards cross to Michael Craig, but Crawley sorted that, and it's given the Royals a free kick. Throw-in. So Craig throws, but headed away. I think it was deflected away by Charlie Savage, so they will have accidentally conceded a throw to Crawley. Rob Elliott's giving his instructions from the touchline. Wallacott did well to hold off Smith, but that has given Reading another. But that has given another throw in to Reading. Who will it be to take the throw? The answer is Amadou Salih Mbenga. So Mbenga walks to the side, gets ready to run up and throw the ball. I think it's going to be a long throw into the 18-yard box. It is, and caught by Tyler Bindon, but given away to Crawley. Though straight back to Reading, and a nice cross by number 29 Lewis Wing, but headed away by Crawley. Now back with Wing to Michael Craig. Craig passing to Ben Elliott. Elliott passes back to Button. Button clears the ball up the field. Ends up at the bottom. Ends up on the near side with Ben Elliott. Craig to I think that might have been Tyler Bindon. Now back with Craig. Craig now passes rapidly to Adrian Akande. It's Akande in the 18-yard box. Saved once again by Wallacott. Crawley passing to, I think that was Kelly, to Cortina Armando. Now it's with Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Mullicky. Now with Mukena to Barker. Will Swan. Now Ibrahim, just over the halfway line. And Crawley still doing their best to play the ball up front, but not if Reading's Andre Garcia has anything to say about that. Poorly timed tackle, and it only goes as far as the goalkeeper Wallacott. Barker Down the wing to Mukaina. Mukaina has sent the ball down to Harry Forster. Forster back towards Mukaina. Although Adriana Kende, I should say, yes, it is actually a Kende, looking to get the ball off him. But the ball cleared out of goal by Wallacott. Reading have now retaken the ball though. It's with Akende. Akende passes to Tyler Bindon. Bindon crossing down the wing to Michael Craig. It's Craig to Wing. Wing has managed to find Smith, and well tackled by Ibrahim, but almost conceded to Reading. And I think Ibrahim and Smith might have gotten involved in a bit of a foul there. But anyway, it's conceded a free kick to Crawley, and they can take some degree of heart that they have managed to keep Reading at bay so far. 16 minutes gone. It's still Reading 0, Crawley Town 0. Ball now being played up the wing, but caught by Reading. That looked like Bindon out across, but conceded once more to Wallacott and Crawley. There are several other matches playing right now. We will let you know the half-time. We will let you know the updates at half-time, and we'll also let you know the confirmed results at full-time. So Jeremy Kelly, but conceded to Ben Elliott, and Elliott's not happy with the referee's decision. Not happy with the referee's decision to all of a sudden give a free kick to Crawley. Reading needs to stop conceding too many free kicks, but they are fortunate so far that they have not played to Crawley's advantage. Ball given away to Mukaina. Now it's with Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Max Anderson. Now Cortina to Ibrahim. About to cross. No, it wasn't Ibrahim. It was Ronan Darcy. It looked like he was about to cross to Swan, but Reading were able to keep him at bay. It's Anderson. Anderson to Ibrahim. Ibrahim towards Swan. Well defended by Andre Garcia, but Crawley now have the ball once again. Good defending by Reading, this time with Ben Elliott. The Reading defenders are having to defend with all their might. And they did a good job of it. The ball is now back with Akende. Akende for the goal, but punched away by Wallacott. And a Crawley player has gone down inside the 18-yard box. That was Toby Mullicky. I think Akende might have fouled him. We will just have to take another look. And in fact, it wasn't Akande. It might well have been Sam Smith, but superb shot at goal. And Smith was indeed the one who fouled Mullicky. But Smith lucky to get away with that. Headed by Tyler Bindon. Bindon to Wing. Wing has found Ben Elliott, but Ben Elliott has fouled Jeremy Kelly, and Jeremy Kelly trying to get his point across to anyone who will listen, but that has gone against them, and it is the first free kick in this match for Reading. Ruben Sellers standing with his arms folded, and that looks and I think he might be getting one or two substitutes ready. And so the man to take the free kick will be Lewis Swing. That's a fair distance back, actually. I have seen free kicks being taken at a lot closer angles, but a dispute going on between Lewis Smith and and Bradley Ibrahim. The referee trying to break up the arguments, but and I think Barker wants a piece of that as well. Wing raises his arms. He wants to get on with the free kick. And in it goes in towards the 18-yard box, but headed away by Crawley. Savage to Akande, and Reading have taken the lead. That Akande goal was coming, and it has finally happened. The home fans are loving this. That was a well-timed free kick. Savage towards Smith, and then Akande just finished it off. He was completely unmarked. I think the Crawley defenders the Crawley players were focused too much of their attention on Smith. They should have closed in on Akande. They didn't, and Reading are 1-0 up. And wonderful sliding celebration by Akande, and he takes a drink to calm himself down. In fact, it was actually Amadou Mbengue that scored the goal. And Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says perfect start for Reading. And yes, indeed, I can confirm that it was Mbengue that scored. And Crawley have conceded a throw-in to Reading to be taken by Andre Garcia. Crawley have now got to at least keep the score. Crawley have got to at least keep the score down. They haven't picked up a point in a very long time. They haven't won a league match since August the 17th. And ball now with Kelly. Kelly to Ibrahim. And the ball still with Crawley. Anderson to Joy Mukena. Almost concedes to Reading, but Crawley are able to pick it back up. I think one of the players having a bit of a little chat with the referee by the looks of it. Harvey Nibbs. Haven't seen much of him. Haven't seen much of him in this match so far. Ball cleared out of goal by Wallacott. Wallacott to Cortina. But a throw-in given to Reading, and Andre Garcia wastes no time throwing the ball to one of his fellow defenders. Button sends the ball out of goal. This is obviously to try and keep Crawley at bay. Ball now with Mbengue. Mbengue crossing the ball forward to Sam Smith. Sam Smith just outside the 18-yard box. Passes to Ben Elliott. Now it's with Sam Smith. Sam Smith almost found Savage, but well defended by Crawley. In fact, Crawley have given the ball away to Reading. It was Garcia, and that shot was too high, well over the crossbar. Reading have at least got to score another. Reading have at least got to score another goal, or just do their best to try and keep Crawley at bay. I think another goal. I think a second goal might just about do it for the Royals. And Wallacott places the ball on the line of the six. Places the ball on the line of the 6-yard box. Clears it forward. But given away to Reading and Lewis Wing. Wing to Garcia. Now back with Wing. Was now with Tyler Binden. Almost picked up by Sam Smith. But the ball is now back with Crawley. And Forster with the ball, but deflected away by I think it was almost given away, but deflected by Craig. But he may have gotten a foot to it, which conceded a throw into Reading. But here and now, it's Crawley looking for the equaliser, but well defended by Reading. The home fans' hearts were in their mouths, and Junior Cortina Armando almost equalised for the Red Devils. Button made the mistake of not recovering in time from that deflection, and made the mistake of not responding to the ball quick enough. But that doesn't matter, as Amadou Mbange was able to deflect at the right time. Crawley just could not take advantage of Button's absence to punish Reading with that equaliser. And Amadou Mbange, who scored the opening goal, has deflected the ball really well at the other end. Ruben Salles now having the chance to have a quick chat with his team whilst they have a quick drink. And no scores coming, and none of the latest scores coming in between Wycombe Wanderers and Peterborough United. Although Mbange is down on the ground, the physios are now having a look at him. He might have picked up a knock somewhere. We will just have to see. They strap something to his leg. I think he picked up a knock on. I think he might have picked up a knock on his shin somewhere. And the Crawley players taking advantage of the stop break in play to have a drink, and also to take the words of Rob Elliott on board. And Mbange tying his shoelaces. Gives Button a quick hug, almost limping across the pitch, but he appears to be relatively all right. And I just wonder how many minutes will that segue into stoppage time. I have a feeling that it will be some 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time before the break. And a goal kick has been given to Reading. David Button clears the ball out of the goal, headed by Tyler Bindon. Bindon towards Akande. Akande concedes to Ronan Darcy, or is it Jeremy Kelly? No, it is Jeremy Kelly. Kelly just over the centre circle towards Darcy. Nice with Cortina Armando. Cortina Armando inside the 18-yard box, but cleared away by Adriana Kande. And you'd have thought that Reading would be shaken by that almost open goal, which could have given the equaliser to Crawley no chance. They are still reflective and alert as ever. It was just a momentary lapse of concentration. So Kelly tries to send the ball into the 18-yard box. Does so this time. Crawley almost equalise, but the ball just misses the post, and Ronan Darcy knows it. Darcy just managed to pick up the ball. He aimed right. His aim was right, but his angle was off. And that has given Crawley yet another corner. Can they capitalise on it? Can they capitalise from the corner this time? In towards the 6-yard box, headed away by Reading. Now it's back with Mbange. Mbange tries to hold off the advantage of Forster, but it goes over the line. And Mbange protesting about something, we don't know what. And this is now a third corner to Crawley Town. And to take the corner is Quirtina Armando. A Reading player goes down inside the 18-yard box. Nobody notices. Now the ball is with Max Anderson. Anderson towards Forster. But third time's the charm, and Crawley have equalised. I'll let you know the identity of the goal scorer shortly, but we now have a match on our hands, and Crawley have equalised against Reading. Anderson with the initial touch, and it was actually Forster who finished it off. Great assist by Anderson, and Forster with the final touch. None of the Reading defenders could get to the ball in time, and Crawley are very grateful for that. And still no further goals coming in between Wycombe Wanderers and Peterborough United. So Reading now on the back foot. They have to regroup, and fast. 10 minutes the distance of time between the first and second goal. Button has the ball inside the goal. Sends it forward to Harvey Nibbs. Now the ball is with wing to Andre Garcia. Garcia to Harvey Nibbs, but it's over the touchline. That'll be a throw in to the Red Devils. Mukena passes to Wallacott in goal. Wallacott to Andre Garcia, and Reading have had 6 shots. Crawley have had 5. So Reading ahead of Crawley on something at least. So the ball's still with Reading, but Akande is offside, and that has given a free kick to Crawley. Difficult to see where Akande was. I think his intention was right, but I think he may have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Ibrahim to Barker. Barker now towards Mullicky. Mullicky did well to pass to Quirtina. Was almost tackled by Charlie Savage. But everyone regroups. Anderson concedes to Reading and Bindon. The ball now being crossed down towards Akande, but caught really well by Crawley. Crawley concedes to Reading and Ben Elliott. It's Ben Elliott passing to Sam Smith. Hands up for offside. The referee says no. It's Savage to Michael Craig. Craig! And it goes back towards Elliott. The ball just seems to have a mind of its own. I thought it was going to go towards one of the forwards, but the wind must have blown it back. Ball now being sent forward towards Charlie Savage. Savage to Harvey Nibbs, maybe, but intercepted by Barker. Crawley have the ball back though, and over the line it goes. That could well have given Reading a corner. There was a lot of it was almost a pinball effect. It was almost a pinball effect inside the 18-yard box. Everyone jostling for the ball. The ball was moving between them a lot. But the only thing that comes out of it is a goal kick to Crawley. Less than 10 minutes to go until half-time. Reading 1, Crawley 1. Reading now have the ball with Mbenge. It's Mbenge towards Akande. Akande tries to keep hold of the ball but can't. Given away to Crawley. And Reading managed to take the ball back through Bindon. Or is it Wing? No, it is the captain, Wing. Wing couldn't get the ball through to Harvey Nibbs. But well tackled by Crawley and Joy Mukaina. Free kick to the Red Devils. And the ball passed out by Charlie Barker. And Reading have had more fouls than Crawley. 7 to Crawley's 1. But the Royals now running towards the goal. It's Charlie Savage to Sam Smith. Sam Smith times his header all wrong. And a yellow card has been given to somebody. I think that might have been Anderson, and it was. But Reading were pressing on towards the goal regardless. Bindon fouled, and Savage took advantage, but Sam Smith just couldn't convert it into the second goal Reading needed. But Anderson's yellow card, he deserved that. Ball now just over the halfway line. It's Adriana Akande. Akande down the wing to Michael Craig. Craig manages to hold the ball. Ball now passed to Wing. And Wing crossing into the 18-yard box. Almost picked up by Nibbs, but Nibbs couldn't get there in time. And that will have likely given Crawley another goal kick. Not the result that Ruben Sellés will have wanted, and still no goals coming in between. Still no goals between Wickham and Peterborough. The score is currently 0-0 at Adams Park. All cleared out of goal by Wallacott. Wallacott to Tyler Bindon. Conceded to Tyler Bindon, I should say. Almost caught by Harvey Nibbs, but a Crawley player has gone down. It's Charlie Barker. Did Nibbs foul him? Did Nibbs foul him? I don't think I quite got that. But yes, indeed, it was Harvey. Yes, indeed, it was Harvey Nibbs who fouled him. My suspicions were correct. So Wallacott clearing the ball out of the goal, but concedes to Reading. It's Michael Craig. Craig was looking for Akande, but the ball had other ideas, seemingly, and it ended up with Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Anderson, back towards Ibrahim, down the wing to Forster. And the ball now being passed to Jeremy Kelly, who's on the near side. Almost taken by Elliott, but Crawley still managed to hold on. Ibrahim through ball to Ronan Darcy. Darcy to, I think that was Kelly. Darcy tried to take it back from Reading, but couldn't. And Button was able to clear the ball out of the goal. But he's conceded it to Joy Mukaina. Mukaina down the wing to Anderson. Anderson swiftly passes to Jeremy Kelly. Kelly up the wing to Quatina Armando, and under pressure from Garcia, but he holds off the pressure really well, and Crawley still have the ball with Ronan Darcy. Darcy to Quatina Armando. Now the ball is with Mullicky, but tackled really well by Garcia, and down he goes. Free kick to Reading, and I think it was Will Swan who tackled him. Just gonna take another look at that on my monitor. Yes, it was Will Swan who was straight into the back of him. Free kick taken by Reading. Ball now being passed around to Button. And cleared out, got forwarded to Adriana Akande. Kelly, almost taken by Ben Elliott. Crawley still have it, but this time intercepted by Reading. It's Michael Craig. Michael Craig does what? A hold off Darcy. Does a back pass to Elliott. Elliott to Charlie Savage. Savage quickly passing to Garcia. Garcia to I think that might have been Mbenge. Now back with Savage. Savage, wing. And forward, shot by Wing. And was that sent in? It almost looked like it was. And he confirms it. Reading a 2-1 up. Superb shot by Lewis Wing from way far back. That caught me completely by surprise. Reading now back in front, and all they have to do throughout the remainder of the first half and indeed the next 45 minutes is stay there. Nice, powerful long-range shot. I think that was from almost 30 yards back. And it just caught Wallacott in the Crawley goal completely by surprise. And the home fans are loving this. Lewis Wing must be feeling on cloud nine. Must be feeling on cloud nine after that. Crawley have got to equalise again and yet again. And what do you know? That was another 10-minute time span between Crawley's equaliser and the goal by Lewis Wing. So a Reading player down, and once again this is Mbenge. Remember, he picked up that knock earlier. He appears to be okay though. Ball now being played forwards towards Sam Smith, but intercepted by Charlie Barker. Over the line it goes. That will be a throw in to Crawley. I think Garcia might have gotten the last touch of it. Ball now thrown by Crawley at the feet of Wallacott. Wallacott trying to cross to Harry Forster, but throwing conceded once more to Reading. Craig to Ben Elliott. Elliott now passing to Charlie Savage. It's Savage to Garcia. Garcia to, I think, Garcia to Tyler Bindon. Now into the 18-yard box through, and was almost caught by Akande. Less than 3 minutes to go until half time. Still 0-0 between Wickham and Peterborough. We'll let you know of that half-time score and all the other games in around a few minutes' time. So Wallacott passing the ball out of the goal, forwarded to Forster, tackled really, intercepted by Mbenge. Mbenge to Lewis Wing, and straight back towards Button in goal. So it's Bindon. Bindon crossing the ball forwards, was looking for Akande, but Akande was too far back. Wallacott looking for a clear distance to, or someone to pass it to. In fact, it's been passed to Charlie Barker. Barker crossing to, I couldn't see who. Ball is now back with Barker. Ibrahim to Malaki. Now the ball is with the captain, Darcy. Back towards Malaki. Barker to Wallacott, although a couple of Reading players looked hungry for the ball. Ball is now with Savage, and Reading have once again conceded a free kick. Savage did not need to commit that foul, or was it Michael Craig? I have a feeling it was Michael Craig. And with less than 40 seconds of normal time remaining, all Reading can do, I feel, is hold on to their is hold on to their lead. It doesn't look to me as though they will have enough time to put in a third. And they're doing really well in keeping hold of the ball and not giving Crawley any chances. But have I spoken too soon? I think that's a throw-in to Crawley. And to take the throw-in for the Red Devils is Joy McKenna. 3 minutes have been added on. And Russ has tuned in. He says, "Good afternoon. Who has scored the goals in this game?" And I can tell you, Russ, that the men who scored the goals are for Reading. We have had Amadou Mbenge and Lewis Wing, and the only goal scorer for Crawley was Harry Forster. So a nice little update for those who have just tuned in. And Garcia passing to Bindon. Now back towards Garcia. Garcia on the far side of the pitch. Does well to hold on to the ball though, crossing into the 18-yard box, but Smith was held up. The ball still remains though with Crawley. Joy McKenna passing to Bradley Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Charlie Barker. Barker to Wallacott. Wallacott's clearing the ball forwards, but intercepted by Craig. Russ says he's watching Luton against Watford in the Championship. We'll let you know theirs and the other scores are in the half time after half time. So the ball now currently with Ben Elliott. So it's Elliott to Charlie Savage, but kept out of the way by Mullicky. Savage almost looked like he was going to hold on to the ball, but Crawley did well to take it off him. Less than a minute ago of additional time. Still Reading 2, Crawley 1, and I can tell you right now that it's half time between Wickham and Peterborough, 0-0 at Adams Park. So McKenna down the wing to Max Anderson. Now back up the wing to McKenna to Barker. McKenna. Now Anderson. Anderson gives the ball away to Reading with Ben Elliott. Bindon. And now Bindon crossing to Adrian Akande. Akande could have the chance to make it 3 for Reading, but over the bar it goes. That I think was Reading's last chance to score before half time. And whilst Akande will be understandably disappointed, and there goes the whistle for half time. I thought it was going to be a bit of a walkover for Reading, but Crawley have held them back magnificently. Equalised 10 minutes after the first goal. Equalised 10 minutes after Amadou Mbenge's first goal, but Lewis Wing sent them ahead 10 minutes after that. Half-time score at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Reading 2, Crawley Town 1. We can now go through the half. We can now go through the before we go to a break. We can go through the half-time score. We can go through the half-time scores, starting with the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur 1, West Ham United 1. Then in the Championship, Oxford United 0, West Bromwich Albion 1, Luton Town 1, Watford 0. Cardiff City 2. Plymouth Argyle 0. And Preston North End 0. Coventry City 0. And in League 2, Accrington Stanley lead Barrow by a goal to 0. And in the Women's Super League, it's Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Manchester United 1. And for those that need reminding in League League 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Peterborough United 0, and of course our game, Reading 2, Crawley Town 1. So there we have it. We're going to go for a break, but join us again for the second half when we return. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our alternative audio coverage of Reading against Crawley Town on the Commentary Hub. Reading lead Crawley by 2-1. They took the lead after 20 minutes through Amadou Salif Mbenge, but Harry Forster equalised for Crawley some 10 minutes later. And then 10 minutes after that, it was Lewis Wing who put the Royals 2-1 in front. Now Reading in my opinion should at least score one more to ensure that the game is theirs and that Crawley can't catch up. For Crawley, they've got to throw everything at it during the second half. We'll let you know if there have been any halftime substitutions. I currently can't see any on the pitch. I currently can't see any on the pitch at the moment. So the last of the Reading players now making their way onto the pitch before the start of the second half, and also coming up later on the Commentary Hub. It is Bournemouth against Arsenal. Join Paul James just before 5:30 for that. Join Paul James just before 5:30 for that particular game. So the players now making their way back onto the pitch of the field of play. Chem Campbell may likely be coming on as a substitute. The young man on loan from Wolves, the last of the Reading players have now started coming on to the pitch. The home fans will still be buzzing will still be buzzing about Reading's 2-1 lead. But will it stay that way over the next 45 minutes? We shall see. As the referee, who by the way is Ed Duckworth, will be starting at the second half. I didn't mention the referees at the first half, so we have Scott Williams and Richard Morris as the assistant referee, and the fourth official is Matthew Russell. So we're back underway for the second half. Reading are playing from right to left, and Crawley left to right. It's Lewis Wing to Ben Elliott, but conceded to Crawley. It's still a lovely sunny afternoon at the Select Car Leasing Stadium, which is just what the fans have been blessed with after torrential rain earlier this morning. So Ibrahim up the wing to that's Darcy by the looks of it. Yeah, it is Ronan Darcy. Darcy to Forster, but almost saved by Button, though he was lucky the ball just touched the side post. So the far side post, that could have been the second for Harry Forster to equalise for Crawley. Corner swiftly taken though. So it's Coutinho Armando to Jeremy Kelly. Conceded to Harvey Nibbs, who sends the ball over the line. Thrown retaken by Crawley. So it's Armando to Anderson, but defended really well by Reading and Garcia. So Garcia to I think that might have been Tyler Bindon, but a touch by Anderson has given a throw-in to Reading. Garcia aims and throws. Caught by Sam Smith. Now it's with Harvey Nibbs. This time towards Charlie Savage. Savage to wing. And over the halfway line goes the ball. And will be picked up by Joy Mukena. Mukena to Wallacott. Now back with I think that was Barker, Anderson, Kelly, and now up the wing to Forster. Back towards Kelly. Kelly to Ibrahim, and down the wing to Mullicky. Mullicky, Barker, Ibrahim under pressure from Savage. Does well to hold him off. So Mullicky has to defend from Nibs, and Sam Smith almost tackled. I mean, took the ball off Charlie Barker. So thrown by Crawley towards Barker. Barker passes to Wallacott in goal. And Savage almost tackles, but Crawley having none of it. The referee's saying play on. And the ball is now with Forster. Forster on the far side of the pitch. Passes to Anderson. Anderson to Kelly. And trying to take the ball off. Anderson is Michael Craig, but he is having none of it. Ball now being passed to Anderson and Charlie Barker. Barker down the wing to Mullicky. Mullicky, but nice diving header by the Reading, but by the Reading defender whose name I couldn't get. Ball is now with the ball has been conceded to McKenna. McKenna to Forster. Forster forward pass to Will Swan. Swan back towards Forster. Forster shot deflected by Reading, and now going for goal was I think that might have been McKenna, but caught by David Button. Reading having to defend for all their might, for all their worth, I should say. So Elliott to number 37, that's Adriana Kande. And the action appears to have picked up where it left off last time. Picked up where it left off at the half-time break, I should say. As a Darcy passes to Will Swan. Swan deflected by Button. It's over the line. And that will be a corner to Crawley. So nice. So a nice attempt at goal by Swan. And I've just got confirmation that Peterborough United have taken the lead against Wycombe Wanderers. It's Ricky J. Jones in the 50th minute as the attempted corner by Crawley doesn't go the way they wanted it to. Headed by Mullicky and Anderson, but Reading very lucky that the ball didn't go in. It's Garcia given away to Armando. Now it's with Darcy. Darcy deflected by Button, almost picked up by Mbenge. Crawley still managed to keep the ball though. It's Barker, the other side of the halfway line. Now Mullicky, and over the line is Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Jeremy Kelly. Cross down into the 18-yard box, picked up by David Button. David Button did really well to save it when he did. Passes to his teammate Tyler Bindon. It's Bindon to Wing. Wing gives the ball away to Harry Forster. Forster to Savage, and both teams have had 4 attempts on target each. So it's Darcy to Kelly. As the referee awarded the free kick to Crawley, he has, and it will be the chance that Crawley may need to level. So Darcy sells a dummy, tries to sell a dummy, but Reading aren't fooled, and they defend that goal really, really well. Although Anderson close to equalising, but expertly handled by the Reading defenders. So the ball went into the 18-yard box, but Crawley is still hungry for that equaliser. Reading do well to hold them off though. It's Armando, but it's over the line, and that will be a goal kick to Reading. So Anderson, very close to equalising, but I think Wings touched the ball with his leg. Did well to send it away. Ball now. Good out of goal, and it's now with Harvey Nibbs. Nibbs to Akande. Akande tries to forward pass to Nibbs, but Crawley aren't having any of it, and they have conceded a throw-in to Reading. And it's still 1-0, and it's still Wickham 0, Peterborough 1. As Mbenge will take the throw-in for Reading. Waits for the right time to throw. Is he going to throw straight ahead or to his right? Well, I guess he's going to throw to his right. The referee signals to him, and he throws in towards the 18-yard box, but defended by Crawley, I should say. And it's Michael Craig trying to cross to I think that was Ben Elliott. It was. And the ball went out, but the ball went over the line. And even though Ben Elliott protested, no way was anyone going to listen to him. And the first substitution of the match is going to be for Reading, and it will be Harvey Nibbs, and he will make way for Chem Campbell, and the exchange takes place. Harvey Nibbs makes his way off the pitch, and on comes Chem Campbell, the young man on loan from Wolves, and he's into the action straight away as Wollacott keeps the ball out of the Crawley Town goal. Ball now at the feet of Mbenge. Mbenge to Elliott. Given away back to Crawley. And after the ball now is Armando. It's Armando for Crawley, but misses. And it was just the wrong side of the far side post. Armando, superb control with his legs, did well to hold off the Reading defenders, but the end result wasn't what he wanted. And after the ball, and trying to get after the ball was Mbenge. Or was it? No, it was in fact Chem Campbell. So throwing to Crawley. Crawley to it's Ibrahim to George. Anderson. Anderson passing it to Darcy. Another ball being sent forward to Will Swan, but it's over the crossbar. I think he was held on. I think he was held for a moment by Mbenge. We'll just try and work out what happens. So Swan, but in fact it was deflected away by Mbenge. Corner swiftly taken by Crawley. It's a melee inside the 18-yard box, but Reading Reading holding them off really well so far. They've only conceded one goal. Reading, remember, need to at least add one more goal or try to hold them off. It's Chem Campbell. He almost had it, but Junior Armando was able to get to it. Now the ball is with Harry Forster. Forster to, I couldn't see it, but back with Forster, though I think Garcia had the ball momentarily. He does now. So Garcia to Akande, and down goes Elliott. Is that going to be a free kick? Another free kick to Crawley, or will it be in Reading's favour this time? No, it is a free kick. No, it's a corner to Crawley, and it will be taken by the captain, Darcy. Darcy to Swan. Now Armando! Saved by Button! Mullicky looking for another Mullicky tries to look for another chance, but Reading are quick to close him down. And that shot and that deflection by Wing shows, but Crawley have another corner. They scored their only goal through the corner so far. Can they do it again? It's Ibrahim to Armando. Armando almost fouled, but he was able to keep them going. Free kick given to Crawley. I think Elliott might have just caught him. And will Elliott get a yellow card out of this? But what a save by David Button. And Mullicky just couldn't take advantage of the rebound. Good use of the body, that, by Junior Cortina Armando. And the ball, and it's now a corner to and it will be a corner. No, free kick to Crawley to be taken by Armando. Still 1-0 to Peterborough in their away match against Wickham. So Armando makes a step back. We're now into the hour mark. Times his moment patiently. Defended by Reading, and Crawley Swan couldn't take advantage, and Darcy couldn't take advantage of the rebound, and that was an excellent save by David Button. So once again, super defending by Reading, and David Button's save was just awesome. But that has given another corner to Crawley. Remember it was third time lucky for them in the first half. Will they be able to convert their third into goals in the second half? Straight to Armando. Armando over the crossbar. Bad luck, comes in threes. And once again Crawley have lost another chance to equalise. Ruben Selez pacing up and down the pitch. I can't read his expression, although I think Tavonge Rusheshta is going to come on to the pitch at some time in the second half. And Reading now have the ball, but it goes as far as Joe Wallacott. Wallacott rolls the ball to I couldn't see who, but it's now back with Mullicky. It's Mullicky to Darcy. Darcy aiming for I couldn't see who, but punched away again, but deflected away again by David Button. And That looked like another attack by Crawley through Armando. Let's take another look at that. That was Garcia who had the ball momentarily, but corner to Crawley. It's Armando. It's the ball into the 18-yard box, but sent out by Reading. Ball now with Kelly. Kelly looking to Kelly, passing to Darcy. Now back towards Kelly. 63 minutes have been played. The score still remains Reading 2, Crawley 1. Reading have committed 14 fouls. Crawley just 3. All now with Darcy. Darcy to Will Swan. Now Bradley Ibrahim. Down the wing it goes to Toby Mullicky. Mullicky to Anderson. Anderson almost caught by Reading. And over it go, and the ball goes over the line, over the crossbar, I should say, through Harry Forster. Crawley just aren't taking advantage of the ball being handed to them, and neither it seems can Harry Forster. And Wickham have equalised against Peterborough. Richard Kone in the 63rd minute. So this game could go down to the. So this game could be decided at the wire. And whilst that was going on, a foul between. Whilst I was mentioning that, there was a foul between Barker and Smith. Smith lucky to get away with that. I feel. Reading have the ball through Ben Elliott. Over the halfway line it goes to Sam Smith. And there's an open goal, and Reading take advantage. They go 3-0 up. It's Charlie Savage with the goal. And this will surely seal the match for Reading as they go on to make 5 home victories out of 6. As Charlie Savage almost being practically carried by his teammates. That was almost an amusing sight. A chip by Savage, and Reading are 3-0 up. Wallacott did well to foul Smith, but he should have gotten to the ball quickly. He failed to do so, and Charlie Savage's efforts ensured that Reading have now extended their lead. What a superb goal by Savage as Reading get ready to make a substitution. I think Crawley are going to bring someone onto the pitch as well. As the game is about to be restarted, Crawley make their first substitution as onto the pitch comes Rashane Hepburn Murphy. And he goes on in place of Forster. So Harry Forster off, and Hepburn Murphy on. And Russ saying, "Great work so far, Nick. Thank you." But the game is not over yet. It's Mullicky to Armando to Barker. Now with Ibrahim. It's Ibrahim to Ronan Darcy. Darcy to Charlie Barker. Barker crossing to I couldn't see who. Crawley have to peg back the deficit and fast. But they are offside. I couldn't really tell who had the ball at the last moment. So I think that might I think that might have been Will Swan. But either way, the offside flag goes against them. Reading now looking. Reading could well make it 4. It's Chem Campbell with the ball. Passes quickly to Savage, but it goes straight into the chest or face, or was it the face of Toby Mullicky? Corner given to Reading, and Reading could well be making another. And Reading could well be making another substitute. That's Harley Dean. Doing a bit of warm-up exercises on the pitch, and Harley Dean will come on in place of Andre Garcia. Garcia makes his way off, and on will come Harley Dean. The two exchange handshakes, and congratulations also from Ruben Sellés. Andre Garcia has been really effective in defence. But can Charlie Savage convert anything from the corner into the goal for Reading? So Savage kicks the ball in towards the 18-yard box, headed by Crawley. It's now with Lewis Wing, but a Crawley player has gone down. It's Toby Mullicky. Couldn't see who fouled him, and we will have the answer shortly. And that was Tyler, and it was Tyler Bindon who fouled him. Reading lucky not to concede a penalty. And in any case, it will be just a free kick to be taken by the Crawley goalkeeper Joe Wallacott. Passes quickly to one of his teammates. The ball is now with Mullicky. Mullicky concedes to Mbenge. Mbenge almost passing to Chem Campbell, and a red card for Peterborough United. Emmanuel Fernandez sent off in the 71st minute. So Posh now down to 10 men. Wickham could take advantage of this. And Wallacott passing to Barker. Back towards Wallacott. Almost given away to Reading. And Crawley still managed to keep hold of the ball through Mullicky. Mullicky to Max Anderson. It's Anderson to Junior Armando. Although I think it might have actually been the substitute Hepburn Murphy. It's Armando towards the 18-yard box. Now passing to Will Swan, and Crawley almost pulled back the deficit. The ball just struck the post. Very, very unlucky for the Red Devils. I think that might have been Hepburn Murphy with the final touch. We'll just have to see. No, in fact, it was Darcy, although Bindon might have actually gotten the last touch of the ball. And that has given a goal kick to Reading. Darcy can't believe what has just happened. Reading playing the ball forwards. It was with a Kande momentarily, but Crawley sent it over the line, and that will be a throw in to Reading. Getting ready to take the throw, and the ball is thrown to Ben Elliott. Elliott to wing. Ball now being played back to David Button in the goal, although Will Swan looked like he was going to get it at the last moment. Still Reading have the ball. It's Sam Smith. Smith to Ben Elliott. Now Lewis Wing. Wing towards Smith. Can he make it 4? He can! Reading have extended their lead once again through Sam Smith. There is just no stopping the Royals at home, and Crawley Town's campaign and Crawley Town's misery continues. They haven't won or scored a point since mid-August, which isn't a long time for most people, but in the football season, it's like half a lifetime. It's like half a year. Superb delivery by Wing, and Smith just was there when he needed to. I think there might have been a deflection by Wallacott, but his attempt to save was too weak, and Reading lead by 4-1. Crawley. Crawley look like they're getting ready to restart the game. And Wycombe Wanderers now lead by 3-1 against Peterborough. Richard Kone with the goal in the 72nd, with his second goal in the 72nd minute. And Wycombe seemingly taking advantage of Peterborough being down to 10 men. Free kick given to Crawley though, and it will be Armando, I think, and a bit of an argument going on between Armando and I couldn't see who, but Pantuche Kamara is the substitute. I couldn't see who the substitute was for, but Crawley have the free kick nonetheless. And that is actually Richard Kone's third goal, the only scorer for Wycombe. So he will be taking the match ball home with him. So just to clarify, Wycombe lead Peterborough by 3-1, and it will be Max Darcy to take the free kick for Crawley. No, in fact, he doesn't. And it's Armando to take the free kick, but caught really well by David Button. And Reading now have the ball through Charlie Savage. It's Savage to Ben Elliott. Elliott conceding to Crawley with some 15 minutes to go. It still remains Reading 4, Crawley 1, and that was a push in the back by Bradley Ibrahim. Ibrahim should at least be cautioned, in my opinion. Ben Elliott, I think, may have picked up a slight knock, but he appears to be okay. Free kick to Reading, and it will be Lewis Wing that will take the free kick. Takes a few steps back. He raises his arm and crosses the ball into the 18-yard box. Save though by Joe Wallacott. And Crawley will be looking for at least 1 or 2 consolation goals. As far as I'm concerned, their chances of victory are all but gone. Reading need to at least keep doing what they're doing. Could they perhaps get a 5th? Not with a shot like that by Sam Smith. And that will still and in fact, what I can reveal to you right now, that Richard Kone's third goal for Wycombe was in fact a penalty. But we'll let you know of Wycombe's final results and all the others after 90 minutes. And Mbenge given a yellow card for a foul on a Crawley player. We'll just try and ascertain what happens, but that is not what Mbenge needs. He scored the first goal for Reading. Now he's really got to watch himself, and if he doesn't, he'll go from hero to zero. So free kick swiftly taken by Crawley. Ibrahim to Barker. Barker towards Mukaina. Mukaina to Kamara. Kamara to continue. Now back to Kamara. Kamara to I think that was Will Swan. Crawley now retake the ball through Mukaina crossing down the wing to Junior Cortina Armando, and to take the throw in to Crawley, this time to be taken by Toby Mullicky. But a substitute for Reading, and I think it'll be Adriana Kande that will be coming off. Yes, indeed it is. So Kande making his way off the pitch to applause from the fans. He appreciates that, and taking his place will be Basil Tuma. So Basil Tuma now making his way on. I think Reading are going to be making 3 substitutes. I think this is the first. This is the first of the 3. And Sam Smith has played really excellently today, and he will be taking his place will be Jaden Wareham. So Jaden Wareham now making his way onto the pitch. And the last substitute is Shay Spencer, and he comes on in place of Ben Elliott. So, throwing to be taken for Crawley. Ruben Sellers having a bit of a discussion with Ben Elliott. And after the ball straight away goes Basil Tuma. Free kick to Crawley. And to take the free kick will be Mukaina. So Mukaina towards Armando, but deflected by Reading. That was Shay Spencer who did that. 10 minutes to go until full time. Still 3-1 between Wickham and Peterborough. The Chairboys leading. So Charlie Savage to Lewis Wing to the substitute. Wing to the substitutes. Jaden Wareham, and Reading have made it 5. Or have they? No, they haven't. Wareham was offside. He was a long way. It was just that he was a bit of a way ahead of the last defenders, so Wareham's goal will not count. But Reading still aren't taking their foot off the gas, not for one moment. And Crawley will at least be looking to get just one consolation goal, because they have been battered terribly by Reading in the second half. Free kick to the Red Devils. The ball now with Mullicky. It was Mullicky to Darcy, but Reading were able to capitalise. And the ball has been rolled to David Butter. No, in fact, it's a free kick. It'll be a free kick to Reading. And to take the free kick will be Tyler Binden by the looks of it, as Crawley get ready to make a couple of more as Crawley get ready to make at least 3 more substitutes. And I think the first player to come on will be Gavin Holohan. And no, in fact, it isn't. And Mukena will make way for Benjamin Tanimu. Benjamin Tanimu making his first appearance for Crawley this season. And coming off is Will Swan. Very dangerous in front of goal. Almost scored. And on comes Tola Shawunmi. And the last substitute for Crawley is Junior Kitana Armando, and he makes way for number 8, Gavin Holohan. Reading still waiting patiently to take the free kick. So Bindon passes to David Button. Button sends the ball forward out of goal and it was almost given to Crawley, but the ball is now with Chem Campbell. Chem Campbell to Charlie Savage, and that looked like it was going. It looked like it was going in, but defended by Crawley. It's Lewis Wing to Harley Dean. Dean passing to I couldn't see who. Now back with Dean towards Button. Button passing to Tyler Bindon. Bindon to Savage. Savage looking to cross forward to Campbell, but held off by Tanimu. It's Mullicky to that might have been Will Swan, but the ball now caught by Gavin Holohan. Neither side willing to concede with almost 5 minutes to go. And within the next 3 or 4 minutes, I will let you know who my player of the match will be, as there are quite a few players to choose from. This may take some time to decide. Savage to Lewis Wing, although I think a Reading player might have been fouled. It's Jaden Wareham. Momentarily stunned. The referee checking to see if he's all right, and the physio is now coming. And the physio is now coming on as well. So that look. I think the ball must have bashed his nose or something. This was an earlier foul between Kamara and that looks painful. The ball actually hit him in the mouth. So they're they're mopping up spots of blood that would have appeared in his mouth. And Ruben Salles will not. And Ruben Salles is happy. That looks very nasty indeed. And Ibrahim coming over to have a chat with the physios and to see if Wareham is okay. He's also taking a bit of a drink. So is Wareham. Wareham drinking one of those sports performance drinks. No, in fact, it wasn't Wareham. The physios now trying to lead him around. It doesn't look as though Wareham will be able to continue. We'll just have to wait and see for the time being. But let's just hope. But the Reading fans will be hoping he will be able to carry on. We'll be hoping he'll be able to carry on. Although his well-being is very important to the physios, and it's now with Basil Tuma. Tuma rolls over. I couldn't see who fouled him. That might have been Tanimu who fouled him, or was it Pantuche Camara? Was it Pantuche Kamara? It was Kamara. And he has been given a yellow card for his troubles. Deservedly so, in my view. Reading, now back with the ball. It's Shea Spencer to Basil Tuma. Tuma, back towards Spencer. Spencer passing to Michael Craig. It's Craig. He's into the 18-yard box. Deflected away by Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Pantuche Kamara. Kamara to I couldn't see who, but anyway, he's gone down. Still 3-1 between Wickham and Peterborough. And Crawley now have the ball with Darcy, although Reading try to take it back. The ball is now with number 29. That was Shawunmi, and over the line it goes by Jeremy Kelly. And the Reading goal remains unruffled. So whilst all that's going on, I'm going to have to really start considering who my player of the match will be. As David Button gets ready to send the ball out of goal. Despite the fact despite only conceding one goal, he has saved many others throughout. He has saved many others throughout this game. So he could be well in contention. Will he get the nod for me? We shall see in a moment. As Lewis Wing comes up, the ball comes off the head of, I think that was I couldn't see who, but Button picks up the ball. Ball is now with Lewis Wing to Chem Campbell. Now Charlie Savage passing to Tyler Bindon just after it crossed the centre circle. Savage back towards Bindon. And across by Bindon to number 27, Amadou Mbenge. Mbenge is down, and I feel I have made a decision as to who my player of the match is going to be. I will let you know in a couple of minutes, as 6 minutes have been added on for injury time, and Reading have a free kick. Which will be taken by Savage. Savage lines himself up to take the free kick. It's ready. He runs up, hits the ball into the 18-yard box, headed by Crawley. Now it's at the feet of Basil Tuma. Intercepted though by Crawley. It's now with Barker. Barker down the wing to Ronan Darcy. Darcy passing to Tanimu. Passes back to Wallacott. Wallacott to Shawunmi. Back now with Darcy. Darcy to Shawunmi, and cut off by Harley Dean. Was now with Basil Duma. Duma to Shea Spencer. Spencer passing the ball around to Button. Button to Bindon, back towards Button. Now Lewis Wing, forward cross to I couldn't see who, but But regardless, it just whistled past the post anyway. The player was offside. I think that might have been Basil Tuma. But the game has been restarted. Malaki to Ibrahim. Ibrahim up the wing to Shawunmi, I think that was. Was now with Michael Craig. Craig to Spencer, back to Craig. Now Lewis Wing in contention. Wing has been in contention for my player of the match. We'll let you know who it is We'll let you know who it is in a couple of minutes. So Chem Campbell with the ball. Is this the chance to make it 5? Was in the right place at the right time, but his angle was wrong. And as a result, the score still remains 4-1 to the Royals. Surely at least another goal couldn't hurt for Reading. Crawley now have the ball through Gavin Houlihan, but given to Reading. Campbell. Ball went past the Reading players, ended up at the feet of Wallacott. Wallacott to Toby Mullicky. Mullicky passing to Tanimu. Ibrahim crossing the ball up the wing to, that looked to me like Darcy. Now the ball is with Houlihan. 2 minutes of injury time to go. The ball is now with Reading. It's Shea Spencer, Tuma. Now Charlie Savage. Savage crossing up the wing, up the field, I should say, to Basil Tuma. Campbell in the 18-yard box, saved once again by Wallacott. And Radio Jingles and Gaming saying, brilliant commentary, Nick. Great, brilliant game for Reading. And I can now reveal, and ball cleared out of the goal by David Button. I can now reveal that my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, is Reading's Charlie Savage. Great team player, but he also took advantage of that open goal. He also took advantage of that of Crawley's open goal in the second half and was able to chip it in effortlessly. So well done to Charlie Savage. He is my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. 40 seconds of injury time remaining. Not getting ready to be played forward. Still 3-2. Still 3-1 between Wickham and Peterborough. They are now in the closing stage. They're now in the closing stages of their match. So, before the final whistle. Bit of a scuffle going on inside the corner area. That's going to delay things a bit further. And it looked to me as though Benjamin Tanimu was involved. Ruben Salles furious at this. I thought Reading were going to get a corner, but no, it was. And that is it anyway. It doesn't matter. Full time at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Reading continue to reap the benefits of home comforts. 5 home wins out of 6. They just need to convert that effort. They just need to convert those performances into away matches, and then they will be, and then they will surely be in the mix for the playoffs. For Crawley Town, Rob Elliott still looking for his first win as manager. And Crawley's season just keeps going from bad to worse. Full-time score at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Reading 4, Crawley Town 1. And we'll now all but one of the championship games have been decided. So we can now go through the remainder of the. So now we can go through the remainder of the scores. In the Premier League, it finished Tottenham 4, West Ham 1. In the Championship, Cardiff City 5, Plymouth Argyle 0. The current score between Luton Town and Watford is 3-0 to the Hatters. Oxford United drew 1-1 against West Brom, and in the other championship game, it finished Preston North End 1, Coventry City 0. And the final score in the other League One match, Wycombe Wanderers 3, Peterborough United 1. And in League Two, it finished Accrington Stanley 1, Barrow 0. And in the Women's Super League, the final score is Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Manchester United 1. And what does that do to the League One table, you may ask? Half a mo while I get it up, just so I can show you, just so I can tell you. Crawley still remain 22nd, but Reading now leap up to 8th. And their next match is away to Exeter City in 3 days' time. Crawley will be at home to Lincoln City, and they haven't won at home all season, I think. And as for Wycombe, they are now up to 3rd in League One, but the rest of the teams are still yet to play their matches. So this score could change this scoreline could change in over 2 hours' time. And we are now going to go back to the scores. And the final score has been confirmed Luton Town 3, Watford 0. Thank you very much. And that wraps up our coverage of Reading against Crawley on the Commentary Hub. Don't forget, coming up later on, it is Paul James with Bournemouth against Arsenal in the Premier League. Join him just before 5:30. But until then, from all of us, including myself, Nicholas Jones, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye for now.